Everyone, Todd Duncan. I just hung up the phone with one of my coaching members, and he and I were having a conversation, and I asked him, I said, so what's the most important thing that you have learned in becoming a top producer? As you know, we're all about, as a learning organization, helping people win. We love watching people make more money in less time with less stress. We love watching peace of mind return to the equation of, what does this all look like in terms of the hours I'm trading for the business that I'm running? And, I think that some of the most simplistic ideas are missed. So I want to tell you a quick story, and I think that this is a pain point that almost everybody that I have ever talked to in mortgage lending, financial planning, insurance services, real estate sales, everybody goes through a transformation around what I'm about to share with you. So to tell the story, I can tell you that 6 years ago, I was sitting at a table with my friend Darren Hardy and his wife, Georgia. Deb was with me, and we're having a conversation about high performance. And one of the things that was interesting is I brought up a scenario to Darren. I don't need to tell you the scenario, but you will be able to create your own scenarios, and you'll probably be able to do that within like 30 seconds. The scenario that I laid out to him ended with, so what would you recommend? Okay, simple question, right? Darren's connected with a bunch of people, through the Success Magazine brand that he was the editor of. Today, he's probably one of the most sought after high performance speakers around, and he's got a lot of really great ideas. And he looked at me and he said, I think this is the answer. Life will give you what you tolerate. 7 words. I try to make a joke around this, but there's no joking at all. I remember when I was first getting to know my wife, Deb, and we were talking about communication. And I said, I like 5 words or less. And it wasn't like I needed to do that because it was her. We were just having a dialogue, and too many people spend too much time talking too much, using too many words, and saying too little. And all Darren did was life will give you what you tolerate. 7 words. So that's the challenge I want to put out to you right now. I want to put out the challenge. What are you tolerating that you shouldn't? What are you allowing into your life that you shouldn't? What are the introspections and thoughts that you have around what should I say no to? The idea of a no list is so much more powerful than a yes list. If we can say no to everything we're tolerating that doesn't work, imagine how much space and time we have to say yes to the things that do work. I'm remarkably, profoundly impacted by the idea that most pain people suffer is because they allow things to happen that they are tolerating that they shouldn't have happen. I remember as a loan originator firing a real estate agent. And I realized that I was tolerating somebody who was abusing my time, misusing our relationship, and really making me feel bad and wrong all the time. And it was just like, okay. So I remember saying to Brenda, I said, Brenda, I've done a lot of evaluating in my business over the last week, and I've just come to a really important conclusion, Brenda. I cannot give you the kind of service you need as a real estate agent and that you want. So rather than modify my entire business, I want to thank you for the time, and I want to encourage you to find a lender that will give you the kind of service that you would like to have. It wasn't you're bad and wrong. It wasn't I was bad and wrong. It was just like, I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. One of my favorite lines to say to people that are a little bit over energetic in what they're trying to do, or how they might be manipulating a scenario or saying something that's just like, what is that all about? I love the line, it's not okay. All right, so I can say to a real estate agent that calls me late at night, it's not okay to call me at 10 o'clock at night, and then give what is okay and see if they're okay with that. It's not okay, and this is not about lenders and agents, it's about just human beings. We let people dominate our time. We're addicted to allowing others to dominate our time and to steal our time and to be ridiculously overzealous in what they require and ask from us, to the point where it's not even really worth it. And so life will give you what you tolerate. So here's my advice. What are you not going to tolerate? Just make a decision. What are 3 things in the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks you're not going to tolerate? Because your life becomes what you accept. Your life is a reflection of who you let in. And if you want a joyful life, if you want a more productive life, if you want to earn more money without the stress and do it in a legitimate way that feels good and feels right, start saying no. Clean it up before you take it up. Say no to the things that are zapping your time so you have time to say yes to the things that will leverage your time. That, my friend, is a massively powerful life and business mastery concept. Thanks for watching.